Listen to this. 10 seconds. That's all I need from you.
It lit up her marked lineaments, her thin face, her sunken gray eye like a reflection from the aspect of an angel.
So what do you think? Was that a real person or did a machine make it? It's a machine, an old one too, from before the current wave. Most people catch fakes like that about 3 times out of 4. I didn't, and odds are you didn't either. Now listen to this one. Same question.
Then together, through the heather, neath the moonlight soft they stroll. Each is very blithe and merry gambolling, with laughter drow.
How about that? Person or machine? Also a machine. And I got it wrong again, even though this model is brand new and should be easier to spot. You don't even have to pay for it. Plenty of these models are just sitting out in the open. Download it and go. Recordings like that one, people only get right 6 times out of 10. Which means 4 times out of 10 somebody listens to a machine and says, with total confidence, that's a real human being. I've got a 3rd recording. I'll play it about halfway through. Almost everybody gets that one wrong. And they all get it wrong the same way. That's the reason I made this video. Let me tell you why I'm bringing any of this up. For about 4 years now, we've all been told the same thing. Scammers can clone voices, so pay attention. Listen for that robotic tone. Notice how the person breathes. Train your ear and maybe you won't. Sounds reasonable enough. Then you look at the numbers. Last year, the FBI's Internet Crime Center took in over 1 million complaints. Almost $21 billion in total. And for the first time in nearly 25 years, the report has a section devoted to artificial intelligence. 22,000 complaints. $893 million in losses. People over 60 reported losing $7.7 billion. That's up 37% from the year before. The FBI says that AI number's low. It only counts the cases where the victim figured out on their own that they'd been talking to a machine. You're probably thinking this doesn't apply to you, that it's trusting old folks who fall for this, and you're young and you pay attention. So look at how it actually works. Your voice gets built out of pieces you posted yourself. Vacation video, a voice message, a story, somebody filming you at a work event on their phone. That clip goes into a program and the program learns to talk in your voice. These services aren't underground and nobody's hiding them. ElevenLabs, Cartesia, Minimax. Normal companies making speech synthesis for video narration, for audiobooks, for apps. I've got nothing against them. The trouble is that the same tool narrates an audiobook and calls your mother, and some of these models are posted for free. No payment, no subscription. The victim's own imagination used to do half the work. A stranger would call, say he was your grandson, and grandma's brain filled in the rest. She heard what she expected to hear, not what was actually on the line. Now there's nothing left to fill in. She hears her grandson. The usual advice is to post less video. Reasonable advice and almost useless. If you've ever sent a voice message or wound up in somebody else's video, your voice is already out there. You can't take it back. So we're not going to hide your voice. We're going to verify the person calling you. In May, the German Fraunhofer Institute put out the biggest study anyone has done on this. 1,768 people, more than 35,000 ratings, 138 different synthesis systems. But the valuable part is something else. The same team ran the exact same study back in 2021, so you can line the two up and see what changed in 4 years. What did everyone expect? The obvious thing. Synthesis got better, so people should be mistaking fakes for real humans more often. Before I tell you what actually happened, listen to the 3rd recording,
in which he supported his report on the Bringweir incident with a copy of the charges made against him.
Person or machine? Decide. Real person, genuine recording, no synthesis in it at all. If you just decided that was a fake, you landed exactly where almost everybody lands. Here are the numbers. On fake recordings, human accuracy barely moved. 72.9% before, 71.2% now. On real recordings, accuracy dropped from 72.7 down to 64.1. Read that again. People spot fakes about as well as they did 4 years ago. But they're calling real humans robots a lot more often. The authors say it's straight. People didn't get worse at hearing the signs of synthesis. They stopped trusting recorded audio, period. And there's one more detail in there that got under my skin. In the breakdown by system type, people recognize real audio worse than they recognize most categories of fake. So a human identifies a machine more reliably than he identifies his own kind. Fine, you say. My ear can't handle it. I'll get a detector. I played 33 rounds of that test, by the way. Got 13 right. The machine playing alongside me got 26. Exactly double. In that same study, a detector ran next to the humans. It hit 94.5% and beat people by more than 20 points. Case closed, you'd think. It's not closed, and the authors say so themselves. Detectors do badly on synthesis systems they haven't seen before, and new ones come out every month. A separate paper tested detectors on compressed audio, the same kind that travels over a phone line. Turns out the human ear barely notices the difference, but detectors start missing a lot more. The traces of synthesis they rely on just disappear under compression, and a phone call is exactly where you'd need one. So here's my verdict. A detector is useful if you have a recording in hand and time to check it. It's useless when your kid is crying on the phone asking you to send money right now. You don't need a program, you need a procedure. This next part is the reason to stick around. Show it to your parents. Better yet, sit down and go through it together. 1. Set up a code word in your family. One word somebody has to say before you do anything they ask you to do. And there's a detail nobody mentions. The word can't be anything findable. The dog's name, your school, the street you grew up on, your mother's maiden name. All of that is either public already or 10 minutes of work. The word should be made up and meaningless. Come up with it together out loud and don't text it to each other afterward. 2, and this one works even without a code word. Hang up and call back yourself. To the number already saved in your phone, not the one they gave you on the call. Nobody can intercept your outgoing call. 3. The number on your screen means nothing. Caller ID spoofing sells right out in the open, $5 for 50 minutes of calls. This isn't some underground thing. One of those services has over 1 million users. If your grandson's name came up on the screen, that is not proof your grandson is calling. 4. And this is the most reliable sign of all. Don't listen to the voice. Listen to how the conversation is built. 2 things always show up together in this scheme. Urgency and secrecy. The money is needed right now, and somewhere in there you'll hear a request not to tell anybody. Don't tell mom isn't a sign that somebody's in trouble. It's the scammer's signature. 5. Look at the form the money takes. Gift cards, crypto, cash handed to a courier, a transfer to a stranger's account. No lawyer, no doctor, and no police department collects money that way, ever. And 6, for anybody who already sent it. Call your bank immediately. This is a matter of minutes. Then file a report and stop beating yourself up over it. Shame is the main reason victims stay quiet, and that silence is what keeps this whole thing running. Now the second price of all this. To me, it matters more than the money. Everybody assumes the danger of deepfakes is that you'll believe a fake. The data says otherwise. You'll stop believing what's real. The study's authors write about this separately. Once people start doubting genuine recordings, audio loses its value as evidence. In journalism, in court, in an ordinary conversation with the people closest to you. And it loses that value whether a fake was involved or not. It works the other way too. Anybody caught on a real recording can now get out of it with one sentence. He'll say it's synthetic and half the room will believe him. So the real damage here isn't the $893 million. It's that one day you won't believe a voice you should have believed. A code word won't save you from that, but it'll save you from everything else, and you can set one up tonight. The test you heard at the start is free and open. Link below. Go take it yourself, and count how many times you call a living human being a machine. Next video, I'm breaking down a scheme where the voice isn't even needed. Nobody calls you at all. If this was useful, hit like, subscribe, and leave me something in the comments.